Yeah, good morning, children. Yesterday we have practiced about exercise. I think did you all finish that exercise 7.2? Children, did you all finish? Very important. Everybody have to finish that exercise. 3 Romans have given in that exercise. All the 3 Romans are very easy problems. Am I right? Now, today we are going to learn about one more concept. Okay? In that first one, equivalent fractions. What is this? Equivalent fractions. Okay. What is equivalent fractions? For example, in the word in itself, there is a meaning equal. Okay. For example, whenever a fraction is equal to another fraction, then the fractions are said to be equivalent fractions. Okay. Or else otherwise, whenever a fraction is multiplied by same number, that obtained fraction is called equivalent fraction of the given. Clear, children? Okay. So, now write the definition. Fractions which are obtained by a number, fractions which are obtained by a number are called equivalent fractions of given fraction. Got it, children? Example, let me tell me example. One thing, 2 by 3 nana. See, for example, 2 by 3 can be multiplied with 2 by 2. You should multiply with same number. That implies 4 by 6. Again, 2 by 3 multiplied with again number 3, 6 by 9. Again, 2 by 3 will multiply with 4. That implies 8 by 12. If you observe that all these fractions are multiplied with some different numbers. If you multiply, all equivalent fractions are differ. The equivalent fractions depends upon the number with what we are multiplying. For example, 2 by 3, multiplying with 2, will get 4 by 6. Multiplying with 3, will get 6 by 9. Multiplying with 4, will get therefore 4 by 6, 6 by 9, 8 by 12 are equivalent fractions of 2 by 3. Am I right? Now, one thing, children. Here you might have get one doubt. How many equivalent fractions we have written here? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is there any restriction? Can't we write more than 3 equivalent fractions? Tell me, can we or can't? Yes, we can. Because numbers are infinite, na? Numbers are infinite. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you multiply with 100, you will get 200 by 300. If you multiply with 200, you will get 400 by 600. So equivalent fractions of a given node point equivalent fractions for a given fraction are infinite. What are those? Are infinite. We can write infinite equivalent fractions for a given fraction. Clear, children? Did you all got it? Means fractions which are obtained by the given whole numbers with a given fraction. That obtained fractions are called equivalent fractions. Or else otherwise simply, when a fraction is multiplied by the number, any other number, that obtained fraction is called equivalent fraction of the given fraction. Got it, children? Write this all. Next, children, one more concept. Simplest form of fraction. Simplest form of a fraction. See, do you know what is simplest form of a fraction? When we can say that the fraction is in simplest form? Actually, a fraction contains both numerator and denominator. Na? Whenever a fraction will not have more than one as a common factor for both numerator and denominator, then the fraction is said to be in simplest form. Okay? Or standard form. Okay, children? You all got it? For example, 4, 6. What are the factors of 4? Factors of 4. 1, 2, 4. Factors of 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. Common factor is 2 is there, na? Only when a fraction will have 1 as the common factor for both both numerator and denominator, then only the fraction is said to be in simplest form. Okay? Or standard form. Okay, children? So definition you can write: a fraction is said to be in simplest form, or lowest form if its numerator and denominator have no common factor, other than 1. Okay, clear children? Okay, so whenever a fraction is said to be in simplest form, there must be both numerator and denominator should not have more than one common factor. It will have only one as a common factor. See, numerator and denominator have no common factor other than 1. Okay, example, 2/5, 4/9, etc. Got it, children? Here another example, 6/15 is not in a simplest form. Why? Why? The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. The factors of 15, 1, 3, 5, 15. There is a common factor other than 1. 3 is the common factor. Since 3 is the common factor other than 1. Okay? So, should not be. Only if fraction is said to be in simplest form, there must be only one number, that is 1 as a common factor for both the numerator and denominator. Got it, children? Now write this all of you. Okay, children, did you all finish this writing? That's good. Now let me solve some questions related to these two concepts. Children, sometimes you can multiply to get equivalent fractions, but sometimes we can divide also. By division also we can get equivalent fractions. Okay, for example, find the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5. First question, example 3, page number 143, example 3. Now find the equivalent fraction of 2 by 5 with numerator 6. With numerator 6. See solution. Given fraction 2 by 3. Okay, what we need to get? We need to get 6 as a numerator. Am I right? Okay. Now, therefore, 2 by 3 is equal to 2 into, to get 6, by what number shall we multiply with 2? Divide with 2, 3. Am I right? Therefore, multiply total fraction with 3 by 3, that implies 6 by 9. That implies 6 by 9. Therefore, 6 by 9 is the equivalent fraction of 2 by 3 with the numerator 6. Here there is a given condition is given. He asked to find 6 as numerator. That is why this we multiplied with 3. Why? Because this 6 should be divided with 2. 2 3s are 6. Why? Because with 2 we have divided. That 6 must be in numerator place. That is why with numerator only we must divide. Okay, children? This is one question. And let me explain one more question. And both the questions you can write afterwards. And example 4. What is the question? Find the equivalent fraction. Find the equivalent fraction of 15 by 35 with the denominator 7. With the denominator 7. What is given? Given fraction is what is given? 15 by 35. Here what we need to get? We need to get 7 as denominator. One thing, Nana, whenever here conditions are given, what is the condition? 7 as denominator, na? Here you must compare with this 7 with the given denominator of the fraction. Given denominator of the fraction is 35. So 35 is more than 7, na? So we cannot get 7 by multiplying. Okay. Then what we can do? We must divide this 35 with some other number. We will get 7. Am I right, children? Don't forget this. Okay. Now divide 15 by 35. That implies 35 by what number shall we divide to get 7? With 5 now? So divide with 5. Whenever you are dividing this denominator, you must divide the numerator also, na? That implies 15 by 5. That implies how much we got it? This is that another way. This is that another way. Okay. Okay, children? Later on, while going on, moving on the classes, you can get more simple techniques. But here, the concept is, here denominator is, required denominator should be less than given denominator, there must be division. To get 7, by what number shall we divide 35? With 5. So 5 sevens. Whenever 35 is divided with 5, obviously the numerator also should be divided with 5. 5 please. Therefore 3 by 7. Therefore 3 by 7 is the equivalent fraction of 15 by 35 with the denominator 7. Okay children, write it. Children, did you all finish writing this? That's good. Next concept, reducing fractions. Reducing fractions into simplest form. It's a small concept only, children. Don't bother about this. It's very small, easy. Whenever we are going to reducing fractions means those fractions should not be in, will never be given in the simplest form. The fraction we must convert into simplest form. Reducing is nothing but we must convert into simplest form. Whenever if you want to convert into simplest form, there must be some simplification. Okay, directly I will tell you here. For example, (48 by 60). 48 by 60. See, 48 by 60 can be, yes, 2 is the common factor for both. Means 2 24s and 2 30s. Am I right? Again, still we can cut 2 12s, 2 15s. Am I right? Again, we can cut it with 3 because 3 is the common factor for both 12 and 5 now. 3 4s, 3 5s. That implies 4 by 5 is the simplest form. Therefore, 4 by 5 is the simplest or lowest form of 48 by 60. Am I right? Okay, children? Okay. Some students may get doubt. Why this 2 by 2 with 2 again 3? Directly we can 48 by 60. If you know this 12th table, 12 fours, 12 fives. Am I right? You will get only 4 by 5 only. Clear? But for a clear understanding, I have given that example in a lengthy way simplification. If you know the table directly. But one thing, when it should be said to be simplest means there is no common factor for both 4 and 5 other than 1. Okay, the factors of 4, 1 to 4, the factors of 5, 1, 5. There is a common factor only 1. Then this fraction is said to be in simplest form. Okay, children. At the same time, let me ask one question. Whenever a fraction is in a simplest form, then numerator and denominator are said to be called co-primes. What it is? Co-primes. Okay, children. Co-primes is nothing but there is no common factor other than 1. Okay. See here, 4 and 5 common factor is 1. That is why both are co-primes. So whenever a fraction is in simplest form, then both numerator and denominator are co-primes. You can write note point. If numerator and denominator of a fraction are co-primes, then the fraction is in its simplest form. In its simplest form. Okay, children? Clear? Now, exercise 7.3. Everybody have to complete all the problems which I have given examples. You need to complete exercise 7.3. Very easy. All these questions which are given. By next class, again we'll get a 3-4 days gap. So in the gap, you need to complete exercise 7.3. Okay, children? Until then, bye bye. All of you write this solution. Okay.